We would like to welcome you today to palministries.com Blog Talk Radio, and we want to let you know that you can go to our website, palministries.com, and sponsor an episode. In the upper right corner, hit donate. We are also trying to raise money through the chip-in program, trying to raise money to become a premium host. We are looking forward to the show today. Thank you for stopping by.
Welcome to palministries.com Blog Talk Radio, where we are interviewing the Holiness Movement. This is James Powell, your host.
God, we still trust. With God, we still trust. Here in America, He's the one we turn to every time we go and get rough. He is the source of our strength.
We do welcome you today to palministries.com Blog Talk Radio, where we are interviewing the Holiness Movement. Today, this is a pre-recorded show, so I will let you know that you are not able to call in, and we do not have an interview today, but we would like to thank you today for tuning in to us. We would like to let you know that we are taking some call-in testimonials that we are pre-recording, and as you call in, you would leave your testimonial, let it ring, it'd go to a voicemail. The number is 304-534-9443. That's 304-534-9443, and we would like you to state your first name and the state you're calling from, then give your testimonial. We would appreciate trying to get a good response. We do appreciate those of you who have responded to our online survey, palministries.com. We are running an online survey, and you can go there and click on it, quick survey at the top. And we so much appreciated having Reverend Fulton talk with us, and then Reverend Jonathan Slagenwhite, youth pastor at Hope Sound Bible Church. We appreciate the interview that he had with us. If you'd like to sponsor a show, you can go to palministries.com, go to the upper right-hand corner, click Donate, and you can sponsor a show, and your company will be mentioned throughout the show. We are going to have sponsors on our website, and we will have, if you have a link to your particular company or your family website, whoever sponsors, you will be able to be redirected to that from our website. If you'd like to receive our newsletter, go to our homepage, sign up for that, and enter your email, and you will receive our monthly newsletter. In our monthly newsletter coming up, we are going to be having a link to Reverend William Gale, a sermon we have from his back in 1985, but to get it, you have to sign up for our newsletter. This is post-Welcome Week show, the post-Welcome Week at Hope Sound Bible College. We have been at the Welcome Week and enjoying the sun, and this is a pre-recorded show reminding you. But if you would like to call in, leave your testimonial, 304-534-9443. You can leave your testimony of what God is doing in your life, and we will select some of them to actually play on our website. So we'd like you to know that. But if you would like to take part in it, go to palministries.com, and we will have the number up on our website, or you can listen to the archive and get the number there. Again, reminding you, please take our quick survey on our site, and we would like you to just partake in that, give your opinion. Today's show, we are going to give some results so far from the survey. And we appreciate those of you who have responded. And as we go through this, I just want us to remember that everything we do is for the building of God's kingdom. And sometimes we have to take inventory and really see what we are succeeding in. On the survey, you will give your age and whether you're male or female. So far, we've had 33% respond that have been female, 66%, an odd figure, 33.33, and male has been 66.67% responding. The question is asked, are we successfully keeping our youth in our holiness movement? And overwhelmingly, over 77% have said no, we are not successfully keeping our youth in our holiness movement. That, my friends, should concern you. We who are in the holiness movement, I guess in my lifetime, we've always had a little problem with it, probably. Trying to keep our youth in our movement, trying to find out what's happening in their life. And as Reverend Slagenwhite stated last week, or a couple weeks ago, on our interview, youth want parents involved. Youth look to their parents as an answer person, and they want their parents involved in their life. So maybe we need to take a step back and take a look at what is happening. Another question we have is, do you feel your local church is connecting to the youth in the church? Again, overwhelmingly, 66% say no. The church is not connecting to the youth. My friends, that again troubles me. I wonder if we could do some inspection and inventory. What are we doing? What are we going to have in another 10 years? Another question is there a connection between the older generation and younger generation in our holiness movement? Actually, it's stated, is there a connection between the older generation and younger generation in our movement? There has been a variety of responses, but here are some of the comments. There is some, but we need to work on it greatly. Another comment is, we need help. Another comment gives an emphatic no. Someone else says, getting better, but we're suffering from a lack on the part of the previous generation. I don't want to really bring in what has gone wrong totally. I believe that we have been handed a heritage, and I believe it very strongly, but I want us to remember that what we do now affects the coming generations. And I believe that we need to really do an inspection, take inventory. What are we doing? We'd like to remind you, you can call in, give your testimonial, audio testimonial, 304-534-9443. That is 304-534-9443. We do appreciate you tuning in today, and we hope that you get something out of this show today. We are trying to get more interviews scheduled, but today we felt like we wanted to do a show really about what POW Ministries, our goal is to show that we are succeeding in some areas, but yet we need to look at the areas that we need help in. Another question that we have on our survey is, how do you feel our movement is reacting to technology? How do you feel our movement is reacting to technology? This gave I guess the reaction to this is kind of all over the board. There were some that, I had the rating 1 through 5, 1 being poor, 5 being good. One said about 33% were poor, about 11% were a little bit better, 33% were right in the middle of the road, 11%, both 11% were a little better, and then excellent. So that right there seems to be very scattered. But I know technology is a touchy issue in our movement, but we need to realize that we are in the 21st century. I'm not about just tossing everything out and just trying to do whatever we want to, but what we need to realize is we are living in a day that there are young people and there are middle-aged people that have something in front of them 24/7. I know that there are churches that use PowerPoint for their courses. I don't think, I'm just giving my personal opinion, I don't think we need to toss out the hymn books. We need to use those. That there is a lot of theology and a lot of good stuff in our hymns, and it's good to handle the hymns and read those words and sing those words and let them sink into our heart and into our life. But I believe we can use PowerPoint as a connection to our young people, as a connection to those who come in, using it for some of our courses, using it, maybe the pastor wants to use it every now and then to really be able to connect with his sermon. The technology is here, my friends. Whether you want to face it or not, it's here. And we need to not totally embrace everything, but see what we can use to connect to our congregations across the United States. The last question of the survey is, what is the most important thing you see that we can learn from the history of the holiness movement? What is the most important thing you can see that we can learn from the history of the holiness movement? Once again, there were a variety of answers. We have keep everything as it is. No one responded to that. Adapt our services for the youth of this culture. 22% said yes, let's do that. The other option was try to bridge the gap with use of technology. 33% responded with that. And I guess this is kind of troubling. Maybe it was a bad question, but 44% had no answer. I believe that there again, we need to understand that we need to learn from our movement. What has worked, what hasn't. And it really troubles me. And we need to try to work together and try to see what we can do to make it better. But we do thank you for listening today. We'd like to remind you again, you can call in to our number and record a testimonial or give a recording of what God is doing in your life. It is 304-534-9443. 304-534-9443. And we can take your audio testimonial and we'll listen to them, and we'll feature a few on our website. So we would appreciate if you would call in and let us know what God is doing in your life. So let's go to a break real quick, and we'll be back. This is PowMinistries.com, Blog Talk Radio with James Powell, your host, where we are interviewing the Holiness Movement. We'd like to remind you, if you'd like to sponsor an episode, you can go to our website, and in the upper right-hand corner, click on the Donate button, and be sure to send a note along with it regarding who or what you represent. We will mention your name or business throughout the show you underwrite. Each episode costs $20 to sponsor. You will have to put that amount in when you donate. Each episode will be uploaded to our YouTube channel where you can go back and listen to it multiple times. You can go to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Pastor Powell to listen after the show. So now let's get back to our show today. Thank you for tuning in. I would like to let you know, welcome back to our show, PowMinistries.com, reminding you that you can go to our website, fill out a quick survey. If you would like to donate, go up to the upper right-hand corner, click Donate, and there are a couple options there. We are not in this for monetary gain. We are trying to become a premium blog show. Actually, on our page, right below the featured blog show, there is a chip-in program that we're trying to raise money. It costs $400 a year to be a premium blog show. It will give us more freedom in working with our shows. But I would like to let you know about a friend of mine's blog. It's called raindownnow.blogspot.com. That's raindownnow.blogspot.com. Go to that, read the post. It's very enlightening, and I believe it corresponds with what Powell Ministries is pushing. The desire is to let God direct us and keep the fire burning within us. And it's all about send a revival now. All right, we'd like to bring you up to date with what is happening in our lives. We are still talking with some churches. We were in North Carolina a few weeks ago, checking out a church. Enjoyed the time there, meeting the people, meeting the young people. Ended up teaching Sunday school and just really having a good time. But we have already let them know that we don't feel that is where we should be. We have received some other calls from Michigan, Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio. I ask you to pray for us. I know this is nothing new for many pastors, and I know it doesn't take God by surprise when we have resigned from here at our church. It is kind of scary. We have two teens, a 17-year-old, our son is 17, and our daughter 15. But I will state, I refuse to lose them to satisfy some. I don't care where the church is, how good it is. I know this goes contrary to many in our movement, but I feel strongly about this. Maybe some pastor is going through this. You can go to our number, call in, and let us know about your struggles. Go to 304-534-9443. State your name and state the state that you're calling from, but give us a testimony of how God had helped you and worked with you when you was in a transition of a pastorate. We do have openings for interviews. If you would like to have someone interviewed, please go to PowMinistries.com, click on through. You can go to the link right under the email where you put your email. You can go into our website, and you can contact us, someone you'd like us to interview if you're willing to be interviewed. As we continue to prepare for our move personally, and have prepared, I was realizing cleaning out our closets and drawers and many other things, there is stuff that we accumulate over a period of time. Many things we think we need, but over time it gets shoved in back. Sometimes we forget about it. Some items we say, I wondered where that went. Others, we may wonder why we kept it. I'm saying all this to remind us, in our spiritual lives, there may be things that God has asked us to toss, and we have shoved aside, or kept it for later. Psalms 51:10 reads, Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. The clean in this verse is a purifying type of clean. A renew is a repair or rebuild. Sometimes God has to renew our hearts or rebuild areas that we have destroyed. Hebrews 10:22 reads, Let us draw near to God with a sincere heart in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled to cleanse us from a guilty conscience, and having our bodies washed with pure water. This is the NIV. This is my desire today. Help me, God, to keep clean what you want me to keep clean, and keep your spirit within me. May we be reminded that if it wasn't for God's grace, where would we be? We'd like to remind you of some prayer requests. Reverend Mrs. Hedstrom was recently in a car wreck. Please remember them in prayer as they work through the situation. Just got a request. There's a situation that my conference president is going through, Reverend Sam's. I got a prayer request, a situation he's working through. Please pray for him, our conference. Please pray for all the Bible Methodist Connection of churches. The Great Lakes Conference, Heartland Conference, and Alabama Conference, and then our Holiness Movement. I think we need to pray for that. But as we end this show today, I do thank you for tuning in. I trust that God will give you a blessed day, but would like to remind you that if you would like to sponsor a show, go to palministries.com, go to the upper right-hand corner, click Donate. Your company will be mentioned throughout the show. Your name or company will be displayed on our website as a sponsor. If you'd like to receive our newsletter, go to our home page, enter your email, and you will receive our monthly email. We do appreciate those of you that we saw at Welcome Week, and we enjoyed the time there. If you would like to fill out our survey, go to palministries.com, and the top of our page, we have the link right there. You can fill out the survey. You can go to our YouTube page. We are uploading our archived shows to youtube.com/PastorPal, or you can listen to blogtalkradio.com/PastorPal or at palministries.com. We have both of them on our entrance page. But we thank you for listening to our show today. We trust that God will bless you. And if you're going to be at IHC, maybe we will cross paths there. But if not, let's just keep praying for each other as we strive to make it to heaven. Thank you for listening to the show today. God bless.